Today, we're pickling tomatoes the Russian way. If you're here just for the recipe, all the ingredients are in the description below. Unusual way of growing tomatoes? Oh yeah, we can't wait to show you how we did it. Plus our secret to packing jars tight and pasteurizing them all at once in the oven. Stay with us and let's begin. And here's where our journey started this year. In the greenhouse, we built it to help the plants adjust to the Colorado burning sun. Since we're renting, we didn't want to invest in anything long-term, so this one is made out of basically what we already had laying around. The plastic cost us $20, and from experience, it will last us a couple of Colorado summers. Same as before, empty bottles as planters, 4 of them per milk jug, simple, light, and easy to move and water. While the sprouts are growing strong inside the greenhouse, we are starting to prepare the soil outside. Looks easy? Think again! We do have a tiller, but we don't want to crush the worms we work so hard to attract. A pitchfork is the safest way. And there is where I need Belle's muscles. He always says he doesn't need a gym because our garden gives him a better workout than any trainer. The temperature doesn't make it easier. It's just an April, but working outside already feels like midsummer. And what you see here is just the beginning, only a small part of what Val has to deal with every spring. Next comes leveling. No explanation needed, just grab the rake. To keep the soil fluffy, Val tries not to step on the prepped area. But what a rule for us doesn't apply to our cats. Penelope is here to check where the fertilizer may be missing and to add her own blessings to the young tomatoes grow strong and generous. And just like that, mission accomplished. Breakdown. Time to plant the rows. The drip lines will show us where each plant belongs. The table is set. Tools are ready. Now it's time to bring in the tomato plants. We're planting over 50 tomato bushes, so we made a map to keep the track who goes where. Just like before, we used empty water bottles as planters. They've done their job and more than we could ask for. So now we cut them with no regrets. In this area, we have 3 rows with 11 plants in each. The first row, facing south and closest to the house, is the small varieties like cherry tomatoes. The second row is for the medium-sized breeds, and the last row is for the giants, big, juicy breakfast tomatoes like bull hearts. You can see the long wooden boards between the bushes. They are our walking trails, helping keep the soil loose and uncompressed. Here is a simple trick you may not know about: covering the soil with cardboards. It keeps the soil moist even under the hot Colorado sun, and it stops weeds from taking over or stealing water from the tomatoes. Any weeds that do appear grow separately. Make them easy to spot and remove. The only prep work we did was removing the sticky tape and labels. And of course, no step forward without the cat's approval. Penny is one of the strongest and the most detail-oriented supervisor you can imagine. Maybe that's the real reason why our garden looks so good, at least to me. Let's get back to where we left off. We got all this cardboard for free from Craigslist. People are always happy to get rid of it. Some of those pieces are real survivors, not their first season with us. No investment here, just a green approach that works. Time to get the tomato bushes climbed up and get some support. Some of our plants will grow taller than Val, even with his arms up. Tomato cages weren't really made for the Russian style of gardening, or maybe they're just not made for us. We use a natural jute twine to tie each plant to a structure above, the one that we built some time ago. Smaller bushes, like the yellow cherry tomatoes, get a simple metal ring instead. We attach the string to that ring instead of running it all the way up. One thing to remember, you will have to redo those ties throughout the season. The plants grow bigger, the tomatoes get heavier, and if you don't retie them in time, a branch can bend or even break. Oh, looks peaceful, right? Wrong! Aurora is on the mission. The true guardian of our garden. Grasshoppers, mice, even squirrels. No one sneaks past her. Not all of our fur babies take their job seriously. Penelope decides her duty today is napping. But you enjoy the view from the first row. When the first tomato is ready to be tasted, the pleasure is mine. Val have may build this garden, but he did it for me.
Sweet.
September has arrived. We spent the summer enjoying every tomato we picked, licking up every last bite. And now it's time to start canning. When we collect the tomatoes, we try to use scissors, less chances to damage the skin. We don't always can the same day, so this helps the tomatoes to stay fresh longer. And when placing tomatoes in the box, we try to keep them in a single layer. No tomatoes pressing on each other. Other means fewer chances of bruisers and spoilage. The moment we've been waiting for. Time to cook from those beautiful tomatoes. Step 1. Wash and peel them. To make the skin easier to remove, we drop the tomatoes into the boiling water. The time depends on type of tomatoes and the thickness of the skin. For this mix, about 30 seconds is just right. And just find something fun to do while you wait. Time's up. Straight into the cold water they go. We plant ahead and set it right next to the boiling pot. Don't let them cool by themselves, unless you like tomato soup by accident. The preparation is done. Now let's put our hands to work. Whether the skin is thin or thick, when it's gone, the tomatoes just melt into your mouth. And trust me, it makes all the difference. I use my nails, they do a great job helping me with peeling. Val prefers a knife to lift the skin and clean off anything that doesn't belong in a jar. He also removes the core. In some damaged tomatoes, something unwanted can hide under it and spoil the jar later. Just looking at this makes my mouth water. Here we are, just our silly selves again. No one is going to do this job for us. But you know what? Add a splash of smiles and laughter, and the whole process just flies by. Now I'm adding tomatoes into the jar filled with ingredients, while Val finishes peeling the rest. You can find the ingredient list in the description. It's the same mix we used for our pickled cucumbers the Russian way. And if you haven't seen that video, there is a link waiting for you in the first comment. There's still more tomatoes left. Even so, the jar's already looking full. That's when Val steps in with his gentle strength. He lightly taps the jars on the soft towel to settle the tomatoes without smashing them. And the fuller the jar, the tastier it gets. Ours are packed about 7/8 full. Time to add the vinegar, just about 1 jar per jar. Almost full and ready for the hot water. Water is ready to join the mix. Just be careful not to burn yourself with the steam. Remember, safety is always the #1 priority. Cups are on, tighten them, but not too tight. Once they are in the oven and start boiling, it's better to leave a little room for the water to move. After pasteurization, don't forget to tighten them fully. The lid already will be pulled in and sealed, and we just need to secure it nice and firm. And with that said, the hardest part is over. Surprise, surprise! The oven is already full with the previous batch of pickled cucumbers. Let's move them out of the way, place the tomatoes in their spots, and let the heat to do its job. We use the oven because it allows us to process several jars at once, about 5 jars for 35 minutes at 350 degrees by Fahrenheit. If you have more or fewer, the time needs to be adjusted. Here it is, our final result. Pickled tomatoes the Russian way. Our collection keeps growing, 65 jars and counting. Can't wait to open one of those.